2 days of the wild hunt, successfully making their way through the Deadwood, we pick up with the hunters as they enter Glamorgana, the old capital of Aisling. With no money and no options on the table for jobs, it's up to them to find some way to help.
Get yourself a drink first. Enjoy a bit of Glamorgana's charm.
Oh well. Thanks for the great welcome. We'll be seeing you.
Seeing you. Do we think he's lying? Do I think he's lying?
You want in subject?
Yeah.
While this is happening, I'm going to be talking to people. You make it sound like there's some horrible things happening in that woods.
Yeah. It's the fucking Deadwood, mate.
Well, what are you sitting there then?
Oh, we don't go into the wood. That's what you're here for. Fucking, there's stories coming out about the shit that comes out of there. And do you know what? Recently, stories of fucking horrible stuff. Honestly, if I could get a route that's nowhere near the forest, I'm happy with that.
Mate, we just walked straight through. I'd recommend going in. Lovely flowers in there.
Well, that's why you are the hunters, and it gives you a little curtsy.
I've got 19.
19. Yeah, seems pretty straight. Seems pretty straight, yeah. It was
Shepherd's Inn.
Shall we go to the Shepherd's Inn here?
Shepherd's House, sorry.
Yeah.
Shepherd's House, yeah.
Get somewhere ready for a wee nap later.
All that walking and none of that fighting has made me very hungry.
Remember, we got no money, so you got to stick to switch.
I'll see what we can do. Oh, do you know? So I speak to these guys. Are they still there?
Yeah, they were just starting to walk.
Do you know what the head of house is called in the Shepherd's Inn?
The Shepherd's House?
Shepherd's House, yeah.
Yeah, you're looking for Hilia.
Hilia. How do I spell that?
Hilia.
Oh, okay, cool. What's she like? She nice?
Oh, she'll love you.
Oh, fucking great. Alright. How does she love... does she like giving out free things?
No, but she knows you boys bring in gold in the end.
Alright, nice. Cheers, mate.
Have fun, boys. And they just carry on trying out past the farms and keeping them always.
Let's go.
Yeah, and having a little laugh afterwards.
I must say, I feel quite wary about these gentlemen in the shepherd's head.
I quite like them.
Oh well, you can go in first, shall you?
I think there's a tendency of me going in first, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I won't be shouting.
Lead the way, young sir, little squire.
I've got a swag in my step. I'm skipping off to fucking Shepherd's House.
Good. Yeah, you made yourself into Glamorgana, you made your way down, you made yourself, and as you come into town, you work your way through, and the town is, you can see the town is slightly normal. It's like big, it's got the grandeur of like a much larger city, but when you at first glance, and as you walk through the streets, you start to notice that like this, you notice the wear and tear. There's like bits there, there's signs that aren't quite right. The buildings look old. The buildings look a decade or two old. They look like they've not been kept up in such a way. But there's a nice bustle around the town. It's busy enough, and people seem happy enough. You get a few looks, definitely yourself. You get many looks as you're walking through. Especially as less so in this kind of late afternoon evening, because as the sun's shining down, you're not gleaming as much as you would be. There's a silver but you are in the noticeable garth, and Glamorgana of any town is one that is most used to seeing hunters pass through. Yeah. That if you imagine like the way in and out of Castle Herne, unless you're taking the boat down or the boat round, the only way in is through the forest, and the only way into the forest is mainly through Glamorgana. So many hunters will stop in Glamorgana and then make their way over to Castle Herne. It's the natural stop-off point. So it's not a surprise to see you. It's a surprise to see a dragonborn, but to see hunters, not so much. To see hunters maybe is a bit of a surprise, but to see a hunter. So you make your way in and you wind your way through the city. You follow the signage. There's a sign to point out there to Middle Park. Make your way to Middle Park, and as you get there, it's just a nice green park. Backs onto the farmland. You can see where they've just like carved out an area of the farmland, let it kind of grow slightly wild.
Opposite to Arabin's pastoral.
That's true.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a very nice park. In this late, you get into like late afternoon, evening now. Probably like 5-6 o'clock in the evening, as the sun's coming down because it's February time. And yeah, just a nice little park. And you see around the corner, there's a few people. A little bit of a hustle and bustle as you look over and you see the sign, the Shepherd's House, and it's just south of the park, like literally back on the park. You imagine the summer. This is a super nice pub to be at because you've got all the outside space that's around it. You can hear a bit of bustle coming from inside as well. And it's just like a 2-story timber and brick building built up. looks in fairly decent state, looks fairly busy, looks bustly, doesn't look shady from first glances. I'm assuming you make your way towards the Shepherd's House?
Yeah, it's good. Talk to this Hilia. Is it Hilia?
Yeah.
Ilya.
Hilia.
Walk in.
Cool. You walk into the inn. As you walk into the inn, there's just like a slight hush. People turn to have a look at you guys. These three figures just step in. Especially, how tall are you, Rogue? Do you know?
I'm medium size, but I think for a bugbear would be quite big, wouldn't he? 6 foot? Is that
Yeah.
too big for a bugbear?
No.
You said 5 something.
Yeah, I did, but I'm thinking.
Don't fucking change your character.
So I'm a medium.
I'm bigger than you.
I think I would be quite large.
You're being
fat.
imposing.
You're
Basically-
fat. You're broad.
You're
You're
ga-
girthy. You're a chode.
You're gangly, definitely.
Your mum's a chode.
You're definitely gangly. Your arms are
Your
long.
dragon mum's a chode.
Wow. Straight to the Dragonborn jokes by your mum. So yeah, as you walk in there, you feel there's a hush as people kind of turn to look at who you are for a split second as you look around. And as you give me a perception check, all of you.
14.
Good.
What was this again?
Perception.
10.
So you get Jennifer, and as you glance around, you see mainly humans, half elves, like human variants. Maybe like the darker corners might be the odd different species here or there, but you see mainly human variants, much like you are. Most of them, would you get 11?
14.
14. Most of them you would know are more of the wood elves. They're a little bit lighter, some are a little bit lighter skinned, a little bit more tan. Maybe wood elves that have left some of the forest work and aren't in part of the brigade of the border forest. But yeah, they stop for a second, look at you guys, and then carry on. And then you hear from behind the bar, someone says, we've been expecting you.
Go on then, magic boy.
Would I
Show us how it
would I
goes.
see this as a female, someone that could possibly be called Hilia?
Yes. You would make the assumption the woman stood behind the bar saying, we were here to
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tap him on the back and say, make sure you ask for something good, and I'll give you guidance.
Hey. Okay. Hilia.
Oh, one more question before you walk in. Where are you keeping, and bear in mind this won't fit in your backpack, the dryad head and the giant spider head?
Oh,
I think these things
The
are,
guard, they would have seen
these
this.
things are large. Yeah, they would have seen these things, so you're carrying them. But yeah, these won't. It's not like you can squeeze.
I thought
giant
the
head.
dryad head was like human head that would fit in there.
You might be able to it'd probably be poking it. It wouldn't fit perfectly. But the giant spider head, definitely you've got a spider
The
head.
dryads
Oh
in my
really?
back.
Oh shit.
You can think about it, this is going to be like.
Isn't it?
Well, they're used to seeing you on the bit. Yeah, you've got something with you. I just need to know where he is before I.
Okay, my intent would have been if we should have remembered this actually. It's probably gonna we know this now. This going
Yeah.
forward. If the guards had noticed it, like, and they had a cloak or something, you made some sort of like satchel covering satchel. It's
Yeah,
covering.
so
It's
you've
not-
just got
it's
to
not
use
oozing
back.
on the fucking
Okay,
floor.
yeah.
It's in something.
That's fine, yeah.
And people could probably look at it and guess.
Yeah, and they know
That's
who
my
you are and what you
answers.
do as well.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
It's not
So
like a
I'm
huge
thinking-
It's just so I know where it is for the bits. But yeah.
If it was in a tent, we'd have taken something like
Yeah.
taken the tent apart or added something. Again, I agree with that.
Aye.
Yeah. Ilya! Honestly, it's such a pleasure to meet you. We've heard so many good things about you. Noden told us that this is the best place to come to in Glamorgan.
Noden, I haven't seen Noden in many years, and you're a confident little boy, aren't you? I see. We heard the bells, so 3 hunters this year. Wow. And I can see by that you been busy already.
We have been busy, yeah. Like, I don't want you going around and telling anyone that we've done this, that, and the other. Like, we're just three little hunters trying to make it in the world.
Okay.
And Noden said us that you were the best person to come and help us do that.
Noden would be correct, but I think you're a little bit confused in what you're doing. So let me just break down what we do here. Welcome to the Shepherd's House. Oh shit, of course, it's Shepherd's House. Yeah, Shepherd's House.
yeah.
So we can look after you, boys. I know you. We've had you before. You come in, you've got no money, I guess, anymore, nothing. You come in, you dirty, stinking monsters. You want to stay, you don't know what's going on. The shepherd's house will look after you as long as you look after us. We have some storage if you need for the things. If you need, yes, you don't want to carry around.
No, that'd be very nice.
Yes, so we can take those look after you. We can put you up. We have good standard living. It's okay standard living. Okay, you're not gonna pay anything to start, but we can look after you. You can stay here. You will pay me back as soon as you have found work. I will do what I can to pass on anything I know for you, and to hope make your life a little bit easier. And then you will remember, Hillia, that I look after the hunters. You give you a place to stay, and you look after me, and I look after you. You can run up a tab, and I know where you live, and I know where Norden lives. So I'm sure we won't have any problems here. But I'm glad we made this your first step in the job.
You say you need looking after. You have problems.
No, I mean money. Yes.
You can help
We.
us there.
I don't know. Look at these guys. They don't run credit here. I can't think. But you guys, I know you have certain skills. You earn certain amounts of money. You need places to stay. This isn't my first wild hunt. Let's say that. Yeah? This is your first wild hunt. This is not my first wild hunt. So here in Glamorgana, money is not easy
We
to
get
come
the
by.
picture.
Okay? So I can get you a nice little. We'll keep you away from everybody else, mainly because they want to stay away from you. Let's just get the cards on the table. Anybody using magic?
We all have some kind of
Okay.
magic.
Just be careful with the magic, because these are farmers. They don't like the magic so much. Unless it's helping them, you might get a few looks, like you want to help on the work and stuff. But mainly, if you just do a good job, get the first couple of ones, then
Anyone that we should keep an eye out for?
I mean, there are some dickheads. But the dickheads normally have to work as well. So there's some places in town you can go to. I recommend for the evening you take some food, some ale. It's okay. I would offer you something more, but you don't have any money in, so we'll keep you on the ale until you get some money in the old coffers. And then yes, we'll see what we can find for you. But yeah, I can put you in the direction of some places.
Ilya, like when you say you don't like magic, obviously speaking for a friend, what do you mean like don't like it? Like they get a bit squiffy about it, or they
no.
get a bit fighty?
No. They're not going to fight you. If you've got magic, these are farmers and simple folk. They just don't see it very often.
Oh, so they'd be amazed by it. I'd be impressed, or
They'll probably shit their pants.
like shit their
Depends on
pants
what you
and
do.
coins fall out, or
No, shit will fall out.
Oh, okay, all right, fair
These are
enough, yeah.
farmers. You
What's
don't
that
want to.
age?
I mean, I know what you guys are here to do. People will pay for the help, but you don't. You just don't want to scare people too early on, unless you do want to scare people too early on, and then we'll may have a problem. I don't know. But normally this is how it works. We look after you. You look after us. We'll do what we can to help, and then you go on your way. Hopefully, to become big, sexy, successful fucking hunters, right?
totally
They're big dogs on campus.
Great.
And you always remember when you come back to Glamorgana, you come see Hillia.
Of course.
Oh,
I
we will
understand, yeah.
Oh, how rude of us! Happy Candlemas.
I mean, it was 2 days ago, but
No, we do time. Sometimes does
but
travels
no,
fast.
you'll see. I mean, I tidied up the place for you. Can you not see?
No, it looks fucking great. Loads of candles, thank you.
I mean, I didn't put the candles up. But that's okay. That's okay. It's good. Can I get you guys a drink? You look like you've had a long day's trek. 2 days trek, 3 days trek, 4 days trek. How long it take?
I just do.
2. Wow, you guys are very, very quick.
We are.
We've got some competent hunters this year. I'll tell you, one time we had the guy come through, he looked like shit. Real shit. He was nearly dead when he came in here. I think the guards dragged him the last night. He took him 10 days.
Yeah.
He nearly died, I think, just of starvation. I think he got lost. I don't know what's going on. I've not seen him again since, to be fair. I don't know if he won. But you guys, look how strong you are. You've got one thing already. And she's like, and she calls one of the guys around and comes in like, and that takes the bag from you. He's like, right? And just walks with the spider's head. She's like, they take it off downstairs. She's like, don't worry. We'll look after your trophies until you need them.
Do you know the name of that hunter that came past?
The one that came through, I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Don't know his name. No.
Well, I may have known his name, but he didn't give me lots of money, so I don't remember. I remember the good ones.
Do you mind, like, it's a thing that we like to do out of respect for someone that we haven't seen for a long time, just have a drink, raise a glass to a hunter, maybe God. You know,
If
it's
you,
like a nice
if you
thing
know
to do.
if you know his name, but you can have the drink. Like I say, we'll put it on the tab.
But normally, out of respect, we don't normally do these things on the tab. It's like it's a thing that Nodin taught us, and I think it'd be a really good thing that we all pay our
See,
respects on
I
that.
know Noding. Now I'm starting to think, Dodd know Noding. Noding pays me very well for the ale and the wines and the drinks.
Well, yeah, but
You were trying to
5%
already.
put it on Nodin's tab.
No. Noding's tab. You're interesting. We'll note this down when Noding passes through. Yeah, we've been.
Well, maybe don't turn that bit. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
How about you take some ale and then we'll sit down, maybe take your feet off,
great
and
idea. Thank
think
you.
about the generous Jennifer offer that
Thank you
Ilya
so
has
much.
offered you.
Thank you so
And if
much.
you don't like the generous offer, you can go find somebody else. But
No,
good luck.
he's great. Thank you. You're great. By the way, you look fucking fantastic.
You're really pushing the boat on this one. Have your ale, sit down. If you
Thank
want
you.
some food, want some food. Remember, everything is on the tab. Nothing's free. Let's be honest. And yes, we'll see where
I'm
the night.
starting to realise that.
We'll see where the night takes us tomorrow morning. We'll maybe set you out, see if we can find you some people to go and talk to, some places to go and see.
This is exactly what we want.
Good. And just remember, just play nice. Maybe watch this one.
Oh, I know what you mean. Fit anyway, don't I?
Just don't try and swindle anyone.
I wouldn't do that. Swindle's such a really strong leading word.
Why do I feel like we could turn bad really easily?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel,
Yeah.
I just sense it in us. I said it to myself. I was like, oh god, it's
There's morality line here on Being Hunted.
I've got on my thing. It's like chaotic good, but then my personality trait is like a charlatan. So it's always trying to basically trying to get the best out of any situation. And you're right, it's like that close.
Oh, it is.
Really, well, I could just kill.
The whole thing is like, well, how much?
Yeah.
It just depends if we get an accidental kill at some point.
Depends how Martin plays the NPCs.
NPCs are nice.
Just buckle, mate. Just capitulate to everything that we do, and then no one gets hurt.
Literally, right?
Okay.
Getting out of the way.
So you get 4 pints of ale. 4 pints, 3 pints of ale. Oh, no, but 4.
4, yeah, one for the fucking fallen hunter.
Yeah, we
Oh, you
pour one out for
You put
the.
one for him.
No.
Oh, you want 4?
I know.
You want 4 to pour one on the floor. These gentlemen will not be very happy.
No, we
with
don't.
that.
We don't. It's not like pour one out for the hobies, but if we have one to pay respect for a hunter that could possibly be fallen. Put it on a tab, not problem. Honestly, don't know that, but it's just
Honestly,
a nice thing for us to do.
You do it. You can put
The
it on.
tongue is that here.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. It won't get drunk.
for
It'll be
now-
left on the side. It's just something that happens. Yeah.
For now, it is all of the tips. Can I have your names, please?
Hey,
I don't always have to go first. I know you're looking at me.
Well, I mean, you
Why-
you seem to talk the most.
why do that?
Because you could just turn up and fuck off. I don't know if you understand how like you understand this is a very generous thing that
Yes.
you have bears.
Suggestion.
She's immune to being charmed. Turned out to be a dragon.
Saffron. Saffron's my name.
Saffron. Thank you, Saffron. That's a lovely name. Yeah. It's a lovely accent. Do you know what we don't see many dragonborn? In fact, I think you may be the second or third dragonborn I've seen in my life.
Yes. Special.
Very special.
Remember that.
Chatty.
My name is Roke, taught by the Master of Teaching, Aristeus. At your service, Helios.
Aristeus. She's such a lovely lady.
She taught me well.
She must have really struggled with you.
I'm going to whisper to these guys. God, I don't really want to reveal my background to that. Should give her a fake name.
And then I telepathically say back to him, like,
He didn't tell him how many say that.
yeah, but I'm like, what?
Let's just say he's at the back of the queue of our street.
I won't say it. How close we are.
He's got with like a code sign, like oranges, and then I tap to have the family contact rules. So you're saying this whispering to us, right?
She's looking at you, so
Yeah, my friend.
Okay, and I'm like looking at him really confused, but I'm telepathically
Yeah.
speaking to him, being like,
Do the shit face.
"Oh, she's not going to recognise your first name. Just give me your first name, the rest."
Alright, darling, my name's Joey.
Joey.
Alright.
Wow, that's quite, yeah. Where are you from?
I'm
Oh, a little place called Essex. You heard of it?
No, is this in Honora or?
Oh, I think it's in Boot Spring, but my mum weren't too clever, so I don't really know.
It's Amazing. To have a hunter come through. Okay.
Who looks like
Nice to see you, Joey.
Nice to meet you too.
And I'm like, yeah, great work, Beric. Yeah, great work. in his head.
Cool. So she hands over your ales. You want any food?
Do we do the thing we need?
No, it's not.
Would it help in
food,
any
but
way?
You need to eat at some point.
Aye.
Besides, it's
Yeah.
just a way of
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
money from you.
Aye.
Yeah. What's your speciality, Hillier? What do you recommend?
Well, we have many specialities.
I bet you do.
Bread, cheese, bread and cheese. We have a slight problem with meat at the moment. Things are a little slow. Some of the farmers, they have enough food.
Let's have some bread and cheese.
So we can give you it's a delicious chunk of cheese.
Yeah.
Do you eat spider in?
No. No, not good. But I mean, if it goes on much longer, then we will maybe have to move over. But yes, meat has become very premium. There's problems. But bread and cheese, we can give you a lovely little small sport. I'm sure Joey here would love this.
Joey, you call yourself. Fucking hell, Joey Essex. For fuck. Of course, now I know. Fucking hell.
Better not. Better forget that as you not can't stop at some point.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm already regretting it. Yeah. Cool. And it begins.
So you sit down for your meal. There are and the pub's, like I say, fairly busy as it gets into the evening and you go through. It gets a bit quieter. There's a few people knocking around. You sit there. And then as you're like finishing up with your ale, someone comes in with a little with like something under his arm. It looks like maybe a little statue or something. And he's got this person in the door. It's like, Helia! Oh, it's happened again, Helia, it's happened again! And she's like,
Fucking
Rima, what's going on? And he's like, these bastards! They've come and they've taken my animals again. The fences don't hold them. What am I going to do? She's like, Rima, just have a drink. It'll be fine. You know, maybe we can find someone to help you out with this thing. And she's like, we've just had the hunters come through if you want. He's like, what? She's like, the hunters have come through. He goes, huh? And turns around. And you see that's like a young human, very flamboyant, dressed like definitely like farmer's robes. Has like a cloak on, but the cloak's down. Very clean cloak though for a farmer. And underneath his arm, he has a stone chicken.
Oh, like a Medusa for chickens. Oh.
Is he near us or is he far away?
He's at the bar. Yeah, he's not far. Like 10 foot away. He's like you at the table and at the bar. He turns around. He's like. As he turns around, he's got no, he's just staring at you like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, Rima! Come over here.
Hello? How can I help you, gentlemen?
Why don't you tell us about this problem you're having?
Well, I don't know who you are, but I'm having a problem with my animals. Something is coming in the night. It is taking my animals and either eating them or doing this.
And how long has this been going on for?
Well, it's not all the time. It's just every so often. And you know we've got the meat problem at the moment. And it's really cutting down the supply. Every couple of weeks or so, they come through. I don't see them. They come in the night. I've set traps. I've shut the gates. I've done everything. This.
And how much has it cost you so far in valuable animals?
Well, it's really difficult to put a number on how much. It's cost some amount of money that I can maybe part of it. Is this a deal?
And this is what I'm getting to.
Hell yeah, he wants to do a deal. Can't find my deals. Okay. So
ChatGPT, my deals!
you will no, it's on a different page. You will come and help me, and I will in exchange give you some gold.
Cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Aye. But how much gold?
I give you the little gold that I have. I'm just a poor farmer with a problem with something.
You look poor.
You know, I was bequeathed the farm and bequeathed, yes, and I can maybe give you the sum of 100 gold.
Don't embarrass us. Don't embarrass us. Do you know where we come from?
I have heard of the hunters, yes. To see 3 of you in one space is quite good, but I also know, to turn the shoe on the other foot, you are actually apprentices, not real hunters, are you?
Right. Would you like to wait for the next bunch of hunters?
Well, maybe the guards will help. They've not been very useful so far, but maybe the guards will help. I'm just saying, remember that an apprentice needs a trophy, and you need a trophy, and you're not a real hunter yet, maybe.
We have bills to pay.
And so do I. And here we are at impasse. How about I will give you 100 gold, and he looks at the stone chicken for a second. He's like, yeah, that's not right. And I will settle your tab of Hylia for 3 days.
200, and you settle any tab we have with Hylia.
Ooh, what a persuasion check.
A perception check.
You're gonna go some guidance.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
And what do I get for that? D4.
I needed that. I need these negotiation skills because that's fine.
Well, I get to roll this first anyway.
What's your thing? Okay, alright.
What was it? Persuasion?
Yeah,
Another +2, 9.
that's alright.
Another 2, 11.
Oh.
He's like, oh, I see a little bit of backwards and forwards. And he goes, poof, and plots the chicken down top. And the chicken, when it hits, like, poof, like it's heavy.
Got rid of
Well. Slides a stool round underneath and sits down. Negotiations. How about 200 gold and just your lodgings for 3 days? Because you guys have already drunk this ale, and do you know what? I'm not having an open bar. This is ridiculous. You've drinking that house now. So 200 gold, which is quite a lot of gold if you think about it. I've come up from 120 to 200. And 2
I'll look at
days.
the boys.
And this is just the. Do we have to stay the 3 days? Right, sorry. Do we have to stay the? It's not 3 days in a row, right? It's like 3 days on a tab, right? Come and go, like 3 days.
What? No, just as long as, I'm just for 3 days. I don't know how long I'm going to be here for. I just thought 3 days was a reasonable amount of time. But you've got to get rid of the problem. I mean, if you just fuck off on the first night, I don't think you're going to get money.
All right, well, you don't have to use all the 3 days now, right? But more importantly, what I want to
We
say,
take it. We take
we
it.
take it. But before that, like when you get your chickens for the first time, first person who gets meat is Hilly, right?
I mean, you don't decide the.
No, it's part of the
I know Hilly already. Hilly's
No,
a good friend.
yeah, I want her
You
to
think I
get-
come in here moaning to Hilly on a nightly basis because I don't know Hilly?
Ilya, we're going to do a deal with Rima, and when she gets chickens, you'll get
Is
to
this a
get the
woman?
first batch of meat, right?
It's bad.
It was a man, yeah.
We don't, Rima. Once she gets the chickens, you're going to get the first batch of meat. You happy with that, yeah, Ilya? Yeah, cool.
He just looks at you and just shakes her head. Like, what is wrong?
I'm
with
sorry
this
for
one?
him. He was dropped on his head.
So make sure you
Yes.
have to get rid of the problem. though.
Experience.
I'm not having like the problem needs to go because I'm a bit much, but that's a deal.
Right.
And your hand's like way bigger than his little hand. Little hand.
Now,
Shuffles.
Reptiles and scaly.
now, stay for a bit and tell us everything you know about this.
Well, for me to tell you everything I know, I'm a little bit parched, maybe. If you could. He's not a spare ale, can I say? You seem to have got 4 ales, but there's only 3 of you. So that's why I'll just take this.
No.
But how am I supposed to tell you what?
Right, I know. I get it. I know you want to do that.
Just a little ale
It's not a
for
good idea.
a
It's a
poor
bit
farmer.
It's a bit disrespectful
Look
to
at
the Castle
my-
of Herne.
Look at my
It's a
chicken.
bit
Look
disrespectful.
at my chicken. Just a little bit of ale.
The chicken doesn't look thirsty.
Well,
It's a bit disrespectful for the Castle of Ern. Like, you obviously heard about fucking Nodin. He's not going to be happy with doing that. It's just a respectful thing that I just want you to appreciate.
Looks like
for us.
you. I don't know.
By all means, ask Hillia if you would like a drink. I'm sure she'll gladly.
Hillia, can I have a drink on the gentleman's tab, please?
No, tab.
The tab is going to be paid.
Yeah. I'm going to telepathically tell to Hillia the tab that he will be paying.
She just goes, don't talk in my fucking head. You sort out. If you want him to help,
Yes, you look beautiful, by the way.
you want to buy this poor little farmer a beer. What have I told you about making friends, gentlemen?
I'm not using any magic. Yeah, I'm not using any magic. I told you.
You
I'm
just
not using any
not using any magic. Just
I'm
fucking
not on
weird.
him. I'm not on him, you know. That. He's just a small beer.
Well, I'm just saying I can help you with some information. But it's quite dry throat here. I've walked away from my farm carrying this very heavy chicken.
Alright, I take the beer and I fill top our bars first and leave him a little
Oh, a little bit. Okay, I'll take a tiny little sip. It's just a
half.
little.
Compromise, eh?
Thank you. I see you are the nice one. in this
Rest
guy.
in peace. Here's to a fallen
Hey,
hunter.
pulling out. Hey, pulling out.
Poor Henry the chicken. He's not the only one, you know. I lost a pig as well. Anyway, so
Talk.
what do you want to know?
Everything.
Well, the chicken has been gotten. That's one. Maybe you should roll a persuasion check.
Me?
No, can I roll it?
Yeah.
You can roll
What do
disadvantage.
you get?
Whoa! Why?
Be very antagonistic to poor young Reema, who just wanted a beer.
What's your persuasion?
That's 5.
Fucking hey.
Yeah.
Well, if he's doing disadvantage, can we both do it? Because we're doing it together.
Why? Am
You
I?
can give him help, which
Am I gendering
stands-
disadvantage?
I'll negate your.
He's negating your disadvantage. Yeah, I think you've been very. You've been. Or it would be very high.
I've been lovely to
I
her.
don't think. Hey, it's a man.
him.
You could have.
He's a bit weak.
You've misgendered
He's a
me
bit weak.
many times.
You fucking useless piece of shit.
What did you get?
That's not. I've got. I haven't got disadvantage, have I? I've got advantage. You say?
No. Yeah.
7.
So, well, you know, it rambles on for many sentences, saying not really much. You get the feeling that maybe this happens when he's asleep, but then also he said maybe it's in the morning, or maybe it was sunset. You can't really work out what he was talking about. At some point, definitely not the middle of the day, something bad happens.
And what's the average time in between if this has just happened?
It's been it differs because they started with like another persuasion check.
Am I?
Yes, there's many bits of information that I'm not giving away for free.
11. No, 10.
10, that's really not unbelievable. Well, you see the chicken here. Henry was my favourite, and I kept hold of him. But they've gone through all of the chickens now, and that was quite quick. Then they've slowed down a little bit, and they're coming maybe every couple of days, maybe once a week, and they're trying to take the larger animals now. But they seem to struggle more with the large animals. They like the small animals, but most of the small animals are gone. Like dear Henry here.
Does anybody else live there with you?
I'm on the farm of my own, which is why so dry throat. Maybe if you bought me a drink, you might
Have you
help.
seen any tracks in the ground?
So dry throat. Why? You gave me such a small amount of ale. But,
Hell yeah, get him over here.
oh, Hillia, these lovely gentlemen are keeping real happy tonight. And he just like fucking tanked half of it. It's like, what was the question?
Have you seen any tracks?
No, I am not really one for like investigating or checking out, to be fair. But definitely they're definitely coming over, I think, over the fences. I'm assuming they're coming from the forest, right? The forest is on the north. But I've built the fences. I built the fences up. They've struggled a little bit with the fences at first, but now they're clearing fences. But they can't seem to get the larger animals over. Apparently, but yes, they seem to be getting over whatever I put in front of them.
So they get in. They can get out with the smaller animals, but can't get out with the bigger ones.
Yes, well, I found one of my favourite pigs. His name was Gerald. He was against the fence, completely turned to stone. I would have bought Gerald, but it's very heavy. I don't know if you know how big a pig is. It's quite heavy as a pig. And then imagine a pig. Just imagine a pig turned to stone, and then imagine trying to carry that to the pub. It would be crazy. I used to ride Gerald. That's what it was great.
They don't look that like. I inspect the chicken to see if it's got any. It's turned to stone, but there's any damage on it. Is it done by like? Can I see damage?
Roll investigation check.
Oh, good idea. No.
Investigation, dirty 20.
20. As you look at Henry, it looks just like a chicken. It just turned to stone. You're looking for it better. When you look, there are like small incisions that were dirty 20 look like. Definitely not claws. Definitely not like big scrape marks. Maybe like not like a bite. Maybe like something's gone in and grabbed it. Maybe like a peck. Maybe like something with a beak has gone in and just.
Oh, so
there's like chunks, small chunks missing. But something's grabbed in. But there's no like claw marks. It's not been like decapitated. It looks like something's taken. It's almost like something's hollowed out and just taken out like a bit of the flesh from it. So it's like
you see?
Small indentation.
You tell us what this, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no.
He was my prize chicken, you know.
Could that be a spider?
So Rima, was this
Or a bird.
Rima, was this like this little nip here? Was that on your chicken before?
No,
Was it on Henry before?
He was a beautiful chicken. He was beautiful chicken.
Prize chicken.
He was a
might say.
prize chicken. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the best chicken that you could have asked for. He laid he was a girl chicken, but he was called Henry. Because you run out of girl names in there. You just name them whatever.
Hey, shit back. Were these animals out undercover or uncovered during the night?
They live in a field.
Aye.
Oh, there is a barn, but they don't go in the barn.
Free range, what's
Okay,
that?
quiet news.
Yes,
Quiet,
nicest
quiet,
little
quiet.
chicken. Look at Henry.
I'm
Look how
thinking
strong he would have
bird.
been as a little
Big
chicken.
bird. Big bird.
So you think that you can't
They
carry
can't
the big
carry.
ones?
Aye.
But, so with this nip,
Although he said
it's
near
not
the
carrying
fence.
it. So it's not like these nips on it. It's just one. It's not like something's clawed it and carrying it.
He said there's a
Just
pick out of
looks
it.
like
It's just a pet. Okay, it's a little nip.
Just like
Okay.
like something's like hollowed out, like sucked out of it.
Why don't we wait for night time and use one of his chickens as bait?
Aye.
All the chickens are
Chickens
gone.
mate.
Do you have,
Why do
any,
you
do
think
you
I'm
have
carrying?
any other livestock left?
You have some piggies left.
Hey.
Well, I mean, why
But
don't
we
we
have
use
to be careful with the piggies because they're not ready yet to come here for meat. But I need them for the meat because we've got no meat. I don't know if you've seen the
Have you
horse.
got a baby pig?
give us your shittest pig?
You want to take my baby pig?
Yeah.
Give
Aye.
us the
We'll
shittest
take.
Micro pig.
It will stay at your
Give us
place.
the bad pig and
We'll
we'll use his
just-
bait.
You want to use my pigs?
Yeah.
But then
Well,
this
look, is it not better to lose one than it is to lose
Well,
It
it?
won't be lost. We'll get it
we
back.
could- I mean, if you lose it, you pay for it.
How much it cost?
Pigs are very expensive. There's
Aye.
a meat shortage.
How much?
About 80 gold.
But also, if we don't fix the problem,
If you don't, but if you don't lose the pig, then it's not 80 gold. You know what I'm saying? You want to use the bait, you got to pay for the bait.
The baby pig, half price.
Why would the baby pig be half price?
Because
Look,
it's
we
not
don't
grown.
need, we don't need fucking bait. We'll just,
We do.
If it's going to take the big ones, regardless, we're
Why?
going to turn up in it.
Why
Aye,
don't
aye, true.
Why don't you boys get me one more ale and then come to the farm tomorrow and I can show you and then you can look and do what you want and then we can discuss the price of the baby pig and for 80 gold if you need bait and me and Henry will show you what's going on.
Yeah, definitely tomorrow. Yeah,
Yep.
tomorrow,
One more
just
ale.
a bit like long journey.
One more ale for the road and then Rena will go home and I'll see you bright and early in the morning.
Go on, one more beer.
get the idiot.
Hello!
Bloody bear.
This has been a wonderful evening. I will take Henry and I will see you in the
Where
morning.
do you live?
I live at the farm.
Where's the farm?
Yes, it's a good point. He gets out like, it's like, hello! He gets out like a napkin and just tries to like draw the road. And then he's like, just points and just says, farm.
Farm.
You get it on the road on the way you came in.
Ah, on the way.
Oh, see. Just ask.
Is that
anyone
nearer the
now,
forest?
Remus. Yeah, back onto the forest. Yes, yes. I assume that's where these little bastards are coming from. But, you know. Well, thank you for the bid, Jonathan. It's been quite a lovely conversation. You know, sometimes you guys get a bad rep, but, you know, do a little bit of backwards and forwards, a little bit of heebie-jibby, and then we make a little deal, and old Rima gets his pigs back.
Fuck Rima.
Right,
Rima can rim
me,
a little bit.
me and Henry are going to make our way downstairs. Thank you for the beers, gentlemen. I shall see you tomorrow. Not too early, because old Rima's a farmer. I need to get up and also might be a little bit hungover. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Good evening, Rima.
Good evening.
Good one.
Like you. He stands up as he like wobbles, he bangs into the table, and you know, so there's got like loads of little pouches, and you can hear coins in it as he's like, ooh, and springs off. He goes up to Hilly, he's like, Hilly, I like these boys, they're very useful. And he goes, Toodaloo, I'll see you tomorrow. What was that?
Can we? We're not getting fucking. Can we make a pact that we're not going to let fucking these fucking Huguenots take the piss out of us again?
It's more that I'm thinking, I don't just take a bit of his cash and he's not looking. You know.
Okay, right.
He's
Yeah,
on
no,
one,
no
but
talking about that.
we'll do the job, will we?
No, all right,
We're not going to take the piss.
Quite like the idea of a little like head with
Little
loose
side pocket, eh?
Yeah.
Are you suggesting we become thieves on
No.
day 2 of the Wild Hunt?
We deserve a lot more than what he's going to pay us. As simple as that.
We also have no money right now. We're not in a position to
Well,
bargain.
Which is why we'll get the job done and then we'll take correct payment.
He's taking the piss out of us now. Anyone can see that.
Well, let's go check it out tomorrow morning.
Right. And overnight, perhaps prepare any kind of spells that would help with flying magic.
Yeah, I know you're right. That's why I'm on the spells. Like, all I'll say is if we get there and this turns out to be something that's probably a bit more than 200, we should be shy to fucking renegotiate. You know what I mean?
No, I mean,
We'll take him for what we are owed. We have to make good of our promises the Wild Hunt.
of course.
Get some stature in there.
Hey, it's day 3 and why we've got 2 months for God's sake. I'm fucking waste of week,
Let's not make enemies already.
That's true. But if he accidentally falls over and
He's quite
is
old.
unconscious for a bit, and
No, he's not old. He just speaks slowly.
okay. If he
So
gets drunk and
We want to bop him round the head.
no.
Puppet.
Like I said, fair pay for first work.
Yeah, I totally agree with him.
Oh, okay, right then.
Suffering's
Yes.
fucking speaks the truth. It'd be a real shame if he turned into stone, wouldn't it?
Hey, we got bait.
He's just here to give you boys a job. He's a lovely NPC. So, another beer before bed, or you go in bed?
What? No. Oh no, it's only 11:30, mate. Don't sit scared. Oh mate, I don't know enough. There's so many fucking spells.
Yeah, I say we go to bed, eh?
Yeah, don't. Okay, let me get controlling flames. Create
You can
bonfire,
look at it and
dance
still
the
do it
lights.
later. It's more that you'll do.
Stop.
You're pretending you're doing it overnight.
You get shown to your bunks. Yeah, I need to find this bunch. Yes.
I think can I go retrospectively and just introduce myself to Hilda as who I am? Like I can't
Yeah.
hold another accent.
So she
Oh, he's found the conscience.
you can go back down to do that. So she takes you up to you, she's like, come on in. She's like, you sure? You boys don't want another beer, no?
No, it's been a long day.
Come on in. And she takes you over and she takes you into essentially like a dorm room. And there'll be six wooden cots in here, like small beds laid out, stuffed at the bottom with like hay and stuff, a little thin mattress on top. Very basic, super basic. But yeah, she's like, this is your room, boys. This is yours for however you want it. Old Rima kind of told me the deal, but we'll put it on the tab either way.
Yes, Rima is paying for everything.
Rima's paying for everything, is he?
Yes.
Oh, Joey, you sound
Well,
different.
Sorry, I was poisoned earlier by a spider.
Oh, bloody hell.
Very long story.
Now I recognise this is still from Butte Springs, are we, Joey?
Well, absolutely not. You springs,
That makes more sense.
What did you call it?
Just remember, you can
Butte
trust it. Yeah.
Oh, Butte Springs. Oh, so great.
Well, settle down. You come down for breakfast in the morning if you want it, and then I'm sure you're off to see old Rima. I would give him some time because he does like the sauce, and he probably won't be awake if you go too early.
Right, well, good night. Hilda. Hilda.
Sorry,
The poison on my brain.
You need your rest, don't you? You need your rest. Cool. And you start on. So yeah, we will be doing spell changes if you want to do spell changes at night.
Are we out a long rest? Yeah, 'cause we're in
You
a
will
safe-
be long resting. You'll be safe in a safe place. You can long rest. You can change your spells because you're in a safe place.
I just need that health.
And
I just need that help.
yeah,
I need fucking. I don't actually have like enough knowledge at the minute to really change the spell.
No, I've changed one little thing, but it doesn't. I don't think it'll do anything. To be honest. So we're just going to fucking muddle through.
There's a lot of spells here. To really, I should probably spend one evening just reading.
nah, I think you just use them, and then you only want to get a few that do different things, and then be
Yeah.
like, "What am I picking to do a different thing?" And then if you use it, you don't like it, it's fine.
I think actually sleep might be quite useful.
Sleep's a hard one though.
No,
You have to
it
get.
never works well because they have
is
to
it?
have low.
You have to have low HP.
yeah.
But they're at the point of low HP enough
Enough
that
to
you
kill
can
'em.
guarantee sleep.
Yeah.
Kill 'em.
Yeah.
So if it's literally if you're trying to put someone to sleep without killing them. Cool. So you take your night's rest. Nice night's rest actually. You're not on bed rolls as you were last night. You're not in the middle of the forest after getting fucked up. And as basic bitch as this is, you wake in the morning.
Which is wank.
Wake in the morning. Just getting teabagged in the face. And yeah, you start as you wake. You start to hear a bit of the hustling and bustling coming from downstairs.
I know.
It's really
Minor illusion.
bitch. You'll get a long rest.
You got minor
Fucking minor
No.
illusion again. Human fucking minor illusion.
No, because it would be good to make a small creature.
Yes, finally.
Okay.
You're thinking, bastard. How long does it even last though?
It's a minute. You have to keep tapping it, basically.
Oh, have you got it to counter it?
Yeah.
Ah, perfect.
Sorry.
You're just going to go do it.
yeah. I just want to see which one I'm going to get rid of to do it.
Carry on. Are we going to go? Can we go down and speak to Helia?
Yep.
Like, it's a wee long shot, but is there any sharps that can help us?
Ooh. What sort of shop you looking for?
Well, I guess there's no potion shops.
Oh, no. No. Not in Glamorgana. Your best bet if you're looking for healing is probably to go down to the cathedrals.
What about animal traps?
Oh, again. No, the farmer's going to be best placed.
This town ain't got much, is it?
Animals. It's got your basics. It's got general stores, but you don't go around selling animal traps in general stores. You want some food? Yeah. You want some meat? Probably not. You want some, I don't know, general bits, but yeah. If you want to go down to the, down to the cathedrals, they can help you with some of your more magic stuff down with the cathedrals with the clerics and the druids like.
Do you think they could help us?
Oh, we got some blacksmiths as well. You haven't got any money, so
We don't need healing right now.
no, that's the problem. Money talks.
Shall we just go
They-
talk to the farmer?
Are we aware they got potions, right, for healing and stuff?
Well, he said they could help with healing, not necessarily potion.
Okay, is there an alchemist or anything anywhere, like an alchemy shop?
Not that she knows when Glamorgan.
Use your damn accent.
Oh, he's in it. Yeah. So no potions, nothing for healing, nowhere in there.
I knew you were looking at your laptop, but some of us were asking questions.
No.
Okay. Yeah, then that's probably what they're going to from the cleric.
Shall we go talk
Yeah,
to
the
the
cleric,
farmer?
you can go and talk to you can talk to the clerics, they can help, but potions aren't really
I'm a
not in Glamorgana. You don't we see your kind come through, yes, but you don't see many people that need potions to be fair. Trade's light.
Let's go talk to the fucking email lad.
Yeah, let's get a
There we
fucking
can do. Nice bit of bread and cheese for breakfast.
Nice.
Some
A
food.
little bit of breakfast before we go.
That's what I like to hear. Get yourself nice and full. Oh, Hilly's gonna look after you.
Oh,
As long as we pay.
Hey, I like you. I like you.
You're keeping tab.
Is he right?
Tab, aren't you?
I am keeping tab. There's a tab right
Yeah,
here.
bastard.
He builds
Right, I'm
one.
also making. Can I? No, actually. Do we? How do you want to do the changes? Do we tell you the change?
No, just do it.
We just do it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
Right, so we go see Healy now.
Yeah.
A very
Rima.
fantastic breakfast, Ilya. We'll now go
Lovely
see.
cheese.
We'll now go see Rima.
You guys see Rima. Oh, lovely. You're walking up in such a good mood.
Ah,
Did you have a good night's rest?
the bed is fantastic.
For a man of your taste, that means a lot.
It's like being back at home. In the servant quarters, but still at home.
Wow. Servant. Is that what you think I am, a servant?
Well, I mean, we are giving you a service. You are giving us a service.
Oh, you're not paying for that service.
Well, not yet, no.
Oh, there we go. He's back on track now. Yeah, you. I mean, by the time you get to Rima, you might be waking him up. But,
He gives a fuck. He needs to wake up.
well, I mean, I agree with you, but you saw what he left. You've got him
Well,
little
we'll
bit
have a
drunk
look
last night.
round his farm.
Okay.
Should we go?
Yes,
Let's go.
Let's head off.
Pretend that this wee
Yeah.
prick says yes as
I
well.
agree. I agree.
Alright, we go.
Go.
Follow the map.
Yeah, cool. So you follow a map, you drop through, and as you're walking through the tunnel, it's again like a couple of days into February, so a bit chilly this morning as you get out. See a few people moving around. There's a bit more. So where you guys are in kind of West Town is very, especially the north part where you are, is very rural. It's full of. It's essentially a farmers district. It's where a lot of the farms are. You see a bit of movement, but as you start making your way up and start making your farms, you see people on the farms. Like everyone's out working already. They're
Yeah.
out straight away. They're doing stuff wherever they're out there, and so it's pretty quiet around. Like people have really got up and gone in this part of the town. Back towards, you can hear a bit more of a bustle back towards the main town, the main centre, but the way you're going. Everyone's up. Everyone's out already. They're fucking going. They're on the trots, and you see the guys moving in the farm. You see the animals putting stuff in the fields as you make your way up. You see a few people along the way, and they kind of point you on the way to Rima's farm. You dot a couple of fences, walk down a dirt path for like 15 or 20 minutes, and right in the north. And it's a nice sectioned out farm as you come towards it. It's like a very nice farmhouse, and you can see there's a shed off to the side, and you can see all the farmland pass behind, and you can see behind the farmland almost butts up to the forest, to the dead forest in certain ways. And you can see the fencing that's put on there. But you come up to a nice little one-story, almost like a cottage, rather than a farmhouse, but very well preserved, just very nice. But no sign of anyone outside or stuff in the morning.
You know what? Maybe we should talk to the neighbours.
You think I would just knock on his door and go find the bastard?
No, I like that idea.
No.
See if they've seen anything.
Well, just
Maybe
see it
one
by
of
way
them.
of experience.
Yeah, I like that. Like that idea.
Someone a bit more reliable than this piece of shit. Let's go. We'll have a look at whatever farmhouse looks is close.
Cool. So yeah, you track one round. So you've got the choice. Yeah, the one
Facing the
facing
forest.
the forest.
As well.
Yeah, so you track around. It's a bit like you can see the farm out the tracks. So you like piecing around the houses, back on the road, up and round. So it's probably like a good 20-25 minute diversion round till you get there. But yeah, you go up. There's a farmhouse there, and you see as you get to the farmhouse, you see the barn doors are open. Starts working. You see the guy out in the field.
Let's go walk up to him.
As you all come across, this guy goes, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Hey, calm down. We're doing a bit of work for Rima next door.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of a wee chicken problem.
Yeah, he's got no fucking chickens. That's the problem.
We're just trying to find out the situation. Have you experienced the same?
No, we have a barn and we keep all the animals in the barn, but we're mainly crops. So it's only the donkeys and the thing and the couple of horses that put in. But I don't have chickens. I don't have pigs.
You haven't
It's an
seen
animal.
what's come at these animals?
Not seen a single thing. No. Not our side of the farm.
Do you know if anyone else
Well, Rima's been going on about it for fucking weeks.
has actually seen it?
Not that I know of. No. We can
Heard
hear it.
anything?
We can hear. Well, you can hear. Yeah, you can hear the scratching. You hear the odd cry of the animal as it's going.
Any flapping?
Not that I've not been awake to listen to it. It tends to be, we get up early, we work, we go to bed. It tends to be on the cusp of that like dawn.
dawn.
Yeah.
Right,
It's just
dawn
as the
just
sun's
before the
coming
sun's rising.
No, the
Going-
opposite. I
going
mean,
down.
Going
Yeah.
I'm a farmer. I know which one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't know. Either.
Sunset.
Sun-
Dusk.
Dusk. Yeah. Okay. Dusk.
Seems to be. So we're all done. We're packed up and out. We don't work into the evening, but we're too far to hear any of these things. You get the odd cry of an animal, and mainly you hear the cries of Rima fucking tooting across the fucking field.
Do you believe Reba? Do you think he's trying to pull a fast one?
Well, I don't know how he got the fucking stone chicken otherwise.
Well, I mean, there is cement, isn't there, and moulds.
You think he cemented his own chicken?
He seems a bit crazy.
I mean, there's crazy in the cementing your own chicken. For what purpose?
I mean, would you put it past him? He is very crazy.
I think it would be more effort to cement the chicken than it would be to create a story about it. But I mean, fuck, who knows? But I that would be crazy.
On a separate note, he's making out like he ain't got
go
money.
on.
Okay, sure.
Is he wealthy?
Well, rumour is he's got a bit of money behind, but I mean, he's been on this farm for, when did he buy the farm? Maybe a couple of years. And let's say farming's not really for him. I mean, we're all crop farmers. The land's great for crops. And the first thing he did was buy a shit ton of chickens and pigs. And I don't think he's looked after an animal in his day. I mean, he loves that little stone chicken, Henry, but apart from that, I don't really think he's up for it. So how much money he's got still, I don't know. He managed to get the farm, but yeah, he's not really getting much out of it.
Thank you for your help.
No worries. If you could just back up, we'll carry on working.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And we'll head back to the farm. And rather than waking him up,
Yep.
I'll talk to you actually. Rather than waking him up, shall we go look around the edges of the fence to see if something actually scampered over?
How tall is this fence? Oh, we can see it now. Is it like a 6 foot fence? Or is it?
Nah, there's bit, you can see there's bits that most of the fence is just a standard like maybe a bit higher than waist high, probably like mid range. So you can see some bits where it looks like something's been put up, but it doesn't look like very good fence. Where there's like the back end of the forest, there's sections where he's tried. It looks like someone's trying to raise the fence, but like in patches, and it's like 2 poles with like 2 boards across, and you're like, okay.
Does it look like you have to be able to fly to get over it? Could you just fucking step
Well,
over
you go round it. It's only done the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah, you could those sections you'd have to fly to go over, but the fence itself is you couldn't step over a fence. That's like you guys would have to jump over the fence to go
Yeah,
there.
okay.
So it's not a step. It's not just like it's a little knee-high fence. This is chest high. This is like imagine like a farmer's fence, right, on a field. So you guys could go over it, but you're still climbing over it to go over it.
Yeah.
Can I go look actually where the stone pig is that he said that had been stonified,
Yep.
and look around it for any evidence?
Yeah, you can go into the field. Yeah. So if you
Is it near the shorter fence or the taller fence is pig?
the pig is towards the pig is between bits where he started. It's on that same side, so that north side that faces
Yeah, the
the thing where he's starting to put up. He looks like he's starting to put up some fences, and the pig is just
Right next to it, right next to
It's,
it.
yeah, it's just like led sideways against the fence.
Have a look. Well, anything on the pig, scratch wise, and then B, anything around the floor.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Are we 10?
10.
No pluses.
9.
Damn it.
One of you fuckers need to speak up. You've got good investigation.
So as
Investigation.
you are looking around the pig itself, you notice on the floor a couple of feathers.
Feathers.
Feathers!
I got that feathers.
What colour are they?
They're a blend of like yellow with like tinges of blue in
And are they big?
them. These ones aren't that big. These
Do we
ones
know
are-
enough about birds or anything to know if the size of the feather dictate how if you get you know what a pigeon feather looks like, you know how big a bird is.
Roll an H check.
Can I support him with that? Because
Yeah.
we're discussing.
Yeah.
animal.
Give me advantage.
Advantage, yeah?
Yep.
That's so good. I've done that one. So that's what is it? Nature.
Yeah.
Nature.
Nature is. They're in alphabetical order, but it's so hard to find a time. 13.
13. You get a look at the feather and you know that this is definitely not like a chicken feather, that this is from something that is bigger, that is probably bigger than a pig, but smaller than a dragon. I'm trying to think of things. It's definitely not a chicken feather. It's definitely some sort of larger bird. Maybe, yeah. You can look. You're looking
How
at it.
big
You're
are
just like,
pterodactyls in real life? Are they're quite big? Are they quite,
I don't know.
So we're talking bigger than what's a big bird?
It doesn't matter. It's bigger than a pig.
Ostrich-sized.
It's hard to tell. Like you're looking at it. You're just like, this is not come off something just tiny,
Yeah.
and it's not like a fucking eagle, like great
Bigger than a
eagles.
pig.
It's like it's bigger than a
We
pig.
found our culprit.
Right, yeah,
What do you think?
yeah, definitely agree with you there. Looks like a fucking cunt can fly.
No smoke without fire, is there?
Aye, you're a wise one. You.
I think we go wake up the Remus inside or whatever his name is.
No, we just.
And then as you're you're in the field, right?
Mm.
As you're in the field, you hear him go, "Oh, oh my God, help me!" You hear from the house.
Is he? Can we see that he's looking at us, or is it?
No, you just hear from the house. He's very loud.
Bloody idiot Henry Cement Bird.
Let's we walk up there.
Let's
We
go
walk
check
up
it
there.
out, shall we?
What time of day is it?
It's like early. It's like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. You guys are up and out.
Right.
Should we just kill him? Nah, joking.
Are you joking?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. We're told to get monsters, not necessarily.
So as you make your way, you're coming up towards the house. The front door just bursts open, and he comes out with this bird in his hand, and it's flapping. He's like, "Henry!" And he is in a dressing
Henry,
gown.
not help me.
Henry,
Oh!
with a dressing gown open, in just his like white fronts, baggy white fronts. He's like, "Henry!" And he goes, "Oh, gentlemen, how long have you been here?" And just pulls his thing aside. He's like, "Henry's alive." And then it's just like threatening this chicken. Just,
So it came back alive.
Henry's alive. Bloody hell.
The pig hasn't. We just seen.
Oh, Henry, my little Henry. And then he's like, sometimes like, so, what are you here for? Here to check out the pen.
Aye, we're having a little look around.
Was Henry turned into stone for the pig?
Yes, Henry was turned into stone.
How long?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
And the pig only yesterday.
It was only yesterday.
So it's happening every day.
Sometimes it's happening every day. I don't know what days it's happening. I don't pay them money.
Is Henry alright? Like, is that little peck, that little beak? Can we inspect that little?
Well, he's a little bit hurt. He's got a little boo-boo on his side. But he seems to be looking at him. He says, like, look at him. Look how beautiful he is.
No, that's pigeon.
Wrong bird.
So, have you found everything that you need?
We found everything I think we need to know.
Ah,
My accent's going very Eastern European there.
good to do. You will die, Ross.
Aye.
Afternoon.
I knew.
Oh, okay.
We know what we need to do, and we need your Henry.
This is my Henry. You can't have my Henry.
We borrow him. You don't leave your farm, but we need him in the right place at the right time.
You want to use
Or-
my little Henry?
Do you want him to become,
Henry is more expensive than a small pig.
hence why he won't leave your farm?
Alright then, double the price. We either use Henry for 200 gold, or you double the price. And we don't use Henry, but it costs you 400 gold.
You want to pay double the price of the pig for Henry?
But I'm saying your price to us is 200 gold.
Yes, less the
And
price
we use
of
Henry.
Yes, less
Or-
the price of Henry. So I give you 40 gold.
No, or we don't use Henry and you pay us 400 gold. Simple.
Or you don't use Henry, you do your job, and then I pay the normal money that we agreed yesterday.
We have an agreement.
You want to
I'm,
use quality chicken? What's wrong with you? You're supposed to be hunters, 3 of you.
Oh, no,
Well, the
intimidation
chicken's
strategy yet, man.
Do you have a spell that can make a chicken? A look of a chicken.
I'm telepathically telling you Yeah, I have a spell that can make a little chicken, but I just want to get some more fucking cash.
Oh, yeah,
This guy's he's fucking rolling it.
I can respond telepathically. Right?
Yeah.
I think if we get him out soon and have a little chat to him, maybe you wander off and have a look through his house.
Do you want me to get him out of here? That's for you, have a look.
Can do. But I'm a bit of a wee big dragon, I'm not as delicate.
You're not as, you know, if you stealth mate, it'll be air. So you,
That's true.
you got a good.
I could be quite.
Can you have a look round and you have a look round? Is that alright?
This is happening
Yeah, you
telepathically.
can't-
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
well,
telepathically?
You can't do it one way though. You can't
That's
do
not
both.
open
No, I can't.
conversation.
Any creatures within
So you
3
didn't. You
months.
start with him.
Okay, let me double check this because this is actually
Yeah.
quite important there forward.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think
To open up, I think you can only link up one.
No, I thought I can link to as many as I wanted.
But I think you breaks the connection to the original one if you.
Yeah, okay, so as a bonus action, choose one creature you can
Yeah.
see within 30 feet of you. You can choose a creature to speak telepathically within you for 3 miles per minute. So I can break it, then go back
Yeah.
to you, do it, and then go back to you.
You gentlemen are just staring at each other, not really saying anything.
No, I'm just thinking because it's quite a big ordeal.
But it's
here.
been, honestly,
Alright.
it's been weird. You're just looking into each other's eyes
No.
intently. Are you going to kiss?
No, don't.
You want to kiss?
It's-
Do it. It's fine. It's
it's
been
how-
early in the morning.
It's how us hunters work. There's just slight
You
level
just
of
stare at
meditation
each
that's
other's
involved
eyes.
with doing this thing. Right, I'll run you through the plan. Come with me. I'll
I
run you
don't-
through the plan.
Well, I don't need to know the plan.
No, you
Just-
do need to know the plan because little Henry might be a part of it. So,
I've always
come
said
with
you
us.
can use Henry, but he's going to cost you more than the pig.
All right, and I need to run it through you to know.
I don't
run it
need no.
using Henry's.
I
Good deal.
Tell me the plan.
Right.
I'm very hungover. You've come here. You've just stared at each other in each other's eyes. It's super homo. Honestly, if you're just going to kiss him. You're at the level already. I mean, I'm not going to judge you. It's fine.
I'm trying to be so nice. I know you're a friend of his.
Do you have?
I'm trying to be really nice to you. Run through the plan. I'm going to show you the plan. Run through the plan. You
Just
need
tell
to
me the
show.
plan here.
Look, stop interrupting
It's
me.
very.
alright?
It's getting very.
Stop
bright.
fucking interrupting me. We need to go into the field.
Well
You
done.
need to show me where the fucking bird's been.
Where the fucking?
And I feel I'm intimidated. Now, you need to show me where the fucking bird is,
I'm intimidated now.
where it's fucking been, and then we can go through this fucking plan. This ain't gonna work. We've got fucking 12 hours. We've got loads of fucking time until it fucking
Yeah, I'm
happens.
intimidation too.
I like it.
You.
Dick on the table.
20.
Fuck it. Oh,
22. He's like, up top. He's like, oh. We're talking with this tone of voice, are we? Sorry,
I'm not-
Captain fucking Fancy Pants over here.
I
Want to
don't-
walk me through the plan, do we? Well, let's fucking walk me through the plan then, shall we? What you gonna do? We'll take my pants as well, do we? He starts taking his pants off. Want to take my pants, do we? Want to take my pants, do we?
No, look, put the fucking chicken away. Put little Henry away.
I told you. Take Henry, but it comes off the price the same. There's no need to talk
And
to
I
him.
want to run it. I don't mean to be angry, but I just had a very.
Well, you know.
Um,
What do you want? Let's go.
And then I want to take him to the field.
You want to take me to the field?
Yeah, we'll run through that. I'm walking and talking with you, running through the plan,
He goes-
seeing where the thing is. He's coming with me.
He
Yeah?
goes and puts his bunnies on.
Okay.
But he's dressing down and his knobs out pretty much.
But I'm standing up. I'm not trying to intimidate you, man.
He's holding Henry. Honestly.
It's right.
So I've got to go with this guy, and you two going to stand each other's eyes?
We're going to go talk to the neighbours.
You're going to talk to the neighbours?
Oh, you're gonna fucking steal shit from his house. Stop rooting, cunts.
No, I'm telling him.
Oh.
I'm going to talk to the neighbours.
Oh, okay.
I'm in accent. Remember?
Okay.
Okay. Well, enjoy talking to the neighbours. He goes.
No,
Cool.
I will.
So he walks into the field.
You look out. I go in. Hey?
That is a great plan. I will stand here and be guard. If anything comes, I will yell. What shall the code word be?
Just start talking very loudly.
Yoo-hoo!
No, anything that's just loud and I can hear it, and then I'll know to get.
Leave. Yes.
Yeah.
If I see this bumbling idiot come back, I will shout.
Alright, I go in and assuming it's open.
He's always open. Yeah. I don't know anything else. You expect the hunters that here to do good jobs instead of
Don't be fucking put
you've got a time event. You better be fucking persuasive.
I'm going to go straight
With
to
a negative because you intimidate him. So.
I'm going to go straight to his bedroom because I'm going to think that's where. He
So as you walk into the house, as you see the outside of the cottage, very
Yes.
small. When you go in, the outside is showing an air of opulence. The inside is very scruffy. There's he's been living in here with chicken.
Shit.
There's no shit. It's just like when you get inside, you're like, oh, and it's like, cool. There's not a huge amount in it. This is a tiny little farmhouse. But yeah, you go in there. So that the initial view you get is like, the outside is very nice, but the inside maybe not so much. Yeah. So what you get into the bedroom? What are you for?
Anything valuable?
Roll investigation check. What are you doing? Because you're walking with him.
Right, so run me through exactly where in the morning you saw this fucking bird
I
coming
didn't
on.
see it in the morning. No.
So where's the chicken? Where'd you get your
told
chickens
me that you were going to run me through the plan.
Yeah, and I'm
Well,
doing that,
tell me the
but I
fucking
need
plan.
to know
Tell me the plan.
Where are the chickens? Where are the chickens?
The chickens are. Are you an idiot?
Yeah, no.
The chickens are gone. What are you here to do?
Yeah, I know you're angry.
No, you started this because let's be honest, you get me drunk, you come round, you stare in each other's eyes, then you shout at me. I'm in my pants and Wellington boots in the middle of my own field, and you ask me where my chickens are. My chickens that I told you last night have been stolen, so please elaborate on this plan of yours.
Where were the chickens before they got stolen?
In-
Where'd you keep them? Where did they like hanging around?
In the field!
The whole field?
Oh my god.
No particular place that you take fancy?
They're free-range chickens. They live in the field. Are you an idiot?
No.
Roll a persuasion check. With disadvantage for being really bad at it. Now, what's your investigation check? 7. You go. Oh no, you're not.
Persuasion with disadvantage.
Persuasion with disadvantage. You go as you're going through, and
Could've been so good.
you try little bits, and you're looking for anything that might hold bits in there. You don't see any obvious like chests that are there with stuff in, or like trinket boxes on the side. You do notice as you're like going through and like checking like mantelpiece and stuff, you can see almost like the discs and like squares where there's clear from dust. Like dust was there, something was here, something's not here anymore. So you've seen like a lot of like bits, and there's like bits missing. So you've got like a windowsill which has got a few of them on it. So it's like, well, there's stuff on here, a mantelpiece that had bits that are no longer there anymore. And as you're through, you're like, this guy's just sat in, like, there's nothing here. I can't see him. It's like cloves strewn everywhere. There's not much you can see. With the second, you really can't see it.
Right, I'll come down.
What'd you get?
10.
10. So, plan?
Right, so there was a method to me, man. Just want to know where the likelihood of the chickens are going to be. So we can put a decoy where that thing is.
Honestly.
That chicken going to make a decoy. Chicken's going to be there. Fucking bird's going to fly in. We'll be in recon. We're going to look at where.
I've never felt so safe in having 200 gold.
By all means, you ask what else.
I'm flapping around here in my fucking dressing gown on my bed job, and you asking me where the chickens were in the fucking field, where the chickens were. They've all been taken. There's a pig here. It's stone. Where'd you think the fucking animals were? It's right, honestly.
But I think
Maybe the ale got to me last night. Are you even actually the hunter?
You're getting bullied by this man.
Look, I'm here to help you out. If you don't want us to help you out and you want to be a bit fucking fractious.
I'm being fractious. Oh, I do apologise for being fractious. I do believe that when I was sat there just trying to deal with whatever was going on here, that you took a tone with me. And I don't think that was really necessary. Considering your plan, as you were so eloquently trying to tell me about, is to ask me where the chickens were, even though the chickens are gone, and then you're telling me there's some sort of distraction plan. I mean, it's such a great plan.
Am I back by now?
If you come straight out,
Yeah, I
you
want
can do
to
small
conversation. No, I want to come down. I was trying to be.
Yeah.
New thought.
They're still listening to the field. We're doing the field. They're not coming back here.
Yeah, but I'm going to come back. I'm going to come find you.
Two
guys.
fights in front.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I want to pick with this one.
You can just hear him go. Remus just going off the one like, what the? No, honestly, the
New
chickens
thought.
and nothing.
Your neighbours just mentioned they're not sure you got much money. Are you sure you got
I am
200?
talking to my neighbours about how much money I have.
Well, I wanted to check your worth.
You want to check my worth?
Well, you got to pay your bill.
I'm
will
smirking
pay my
right now.
bill.
I'm like,
You got to be able to pay your bill.
I will be able to pay my bill.
Prove
But I
it.
mean, have you spoken to this plan here? Your master?
Prove it.
Prove? You want me to prove?
You've got nothing to lose.
You've got no fucking plan.
You've got nothing to lose.
And you've got no plan.
We have
Maybe.
magical powers. Do you?
Oh, so you're threatening me now, are we? Oh, again,
No.
no. You're following this through this guy. Well,
No.
nice to see that.
Maybe.
Listen here to help.
Maybe we get half up front. Maybe we think might be a good idea.
Yeah, one
I am
second.
more than happy. I would have been more than happy to show you what's going on. But right now, I've been walked out to the middle of my own field in my underpants to be asked where my dead chickens are by a man that's been very rude to me. So right now, you might say I'm not in a position of power, but neither of you. What are you going to do? Kill a man in his underpants? That's really what the hunters want now.
We just walk away, don't we?
Oh, honestly,
You can walk away if you want.
I don't actually feel like we got much to gain here, guys.
shall we just kill him?
Oh, you want to kill a man in his underpants in his own field?
Look,
Yes.
the only reason why I don't think
Mighty
we should kill
hunters
this
of
guy
fire.
is
We're trainees. We're not even
res-
hunters.
I really
You're right,
respect
you're
Hillier. Hillia's got a place in our hearts, and I think out of respect for Hillier, we shouldn't really touch the guy. But there's no reason why we can't just walk away.
Well, you know.
Very good.
Not our chickens.
Shall we leave?
With no proof of funds,
We
the
can't.
guy is antagonising us.
Yes.
Quite agree. I think you
He just
you've
starts
nailed
walking away.
it.
Guys, he's just like, fucking, it's not good, that's my house. Starts walking off.
Let's go. Should we
I
burn down
don't all
this
you-
house?
I don't- Fuck your chickens.
Fuck my chickens. Wow. You shout that to him.
Yes.
Fuck my chickens! Wow. The mighty hunters of Herne with their little insults. I'm sure the town can't wait to hear about you boys.
Should we at least kill his chicken?
Well, I think
He's
Hillian needs some meat in a bunch.
That's true.
Chickens.
True,
chickens.
should
Yeah,
take
let's
it.
not do murder this early.
The chicken though.
Too early for
No,
that.
he's holding Henry. Let's not do it now.
I've changed my style now. I'm so pissed off.
Well, you know.
Look, he was not worth our time. Somebody else will be.
Yeah.
We'll go back to Hillier. We'll ask her where do we go next. Well, worst case, we can just go to Islay Kingdom and see what's going on there.
Hey, let's not give up on where we are.
Look, this guy's not
We've got
the only
time.
fucking
We've got
fucking-
time.
We've got
Give
2
them all
months to
Ghana.
get something big and go back to Castle
I
Herb.
agree. This guy's a real prick.
He's not worth our time. I mean, his head's worth nothing, really, so why kill him?
Yeah, true. Just he's annoying, that's why.
Well, we'll get him later, hopefully.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, if you're not going to do it, can you get off my land?
Yeah, that's good.
You know the land where the chickens were? Fucking.
Let's leave. We go back to the inn.
Yeah, we got that.
Fuck this guy.
You're ready to annoy.
What? You just have to be nice to him. Poor little
Fucking
farmer.
little prick.
You have to
It's
be
actually
nice.
weird because my intimidation is my lowest skill out of persuasion and deception. Like, and I
Yeah.
just thought, fuck,
You
this
were
guy's
like, I
such a
want to
cunt.
intimidate.
He's
Yeah.
such a little cunt.
Go for it.